We have a special treat. You are so lucky, and I am happy to be here to introduce you to a 2-act show. So you've been getting one speaker, you've been getting a bunch of questions, you've had the experience. But no, you've hung out for so long, you're gonna get 2 for the price of 1 in this hour. Kaylan, you're gonna be up first, yes. Your sister's gonna be up second. I am delighted, I'm super excited. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. Why don't you come on over here?
Oh. If you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you've ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip? Those are the words I live by, and those are the lyrics that blared through my headphones as my school bus came to a screeching halt on a muggy but promising Friday. The year was 2015. I was a lot younger back then, and that Friday, it wasn't my typical ordinary Friday. This Friday had more edge, it was more daring. I was about to present my school project for my senior year. When my Air Maxes hit the pavement of my high school's campus, I knew it was game time. The topic was, what do you define as entrepreneurship? What do you define as identity? And what is your aspiration in life? I remember curating a video that defined the societal perception of entrepreneurship, success, and enterprise, with captured videos from music videos, headlines from business articles, and images that define society as a whole. I told my peers, I'm a dreamer. I'm a visionary who wants to create groundbreaking content, launch businesses, and change perspectives. I'll never forget those 3 words that projected on the board of my English classroom. It said, the visionary boss. And I'll never forget the looks on my peers' faces. I mean, these were kids that I grew up with since I was 9 years old. In that moment, everyone felt what the visionary boss was. They all kind of just smiled and nodded their heads. Visionary boss. In that moment, I knew I had struck gold, and they could feel it too. But in retrospect, that was an indelible moment, but it was really the year before that kind of blossomed the visionary boss. I was 15 years old at the time. I made it to the 2nd round of the Miss Junior Teen Tampa pageant. The judges asked me, so, if you could describe yourself in one word, what would it be? Visionary, I said. I'm a visionary because I believe in envisioning the future and creating a reality that I'm passionate about. I remember standing there with all smiles, just so proud. I could have sold a teeth whitening ad. But in all honesty, that smile was genuine. It was very authentic. You see, I grew up in a household where my mother was an entrepreneur. In our household, believing was dreaming. I couldn't believe that I made it to that day of that pageant. I couldn't believe I almost let the opportunity slip from my hands. I couldn't believe that all it took for me was to stand up for something that I believed in and just show up. After being crowned first runner-up for the pageant, my sister was crowned first place. We stood next to each other with these larger-than-life trophies in front of us, and we were crowned together. But at that moment, winning was awesome, of course. We worked so hard. But at that young age, I realized it wasn't winning, it wasn't the trophies, validation, or title that meant success. It was really the journey. And the journey started a year after. So when I was a senior in high school, that's when a lot of things began to unfold. When my classmates were brainstorming their ideas post-prom, I was brainstorming the ideas for my brand, The Visionary Boss. I actually remember sitting in my computer lab class. We were supposed to be doing work, but I would finish my work early, and I would kind of look behind my shoulder, making sure if no one saw me, but I would work on my webpage and create different content. And for whatever reason, I felt like the need to create a blog. There wasn't like this shouting answer as to why I wanted to, but I've always been someone who was interested in literature and writing, and I've always had a special love for magazines and online publications. So I thought to myself, I want to create a brand that's truly authentic and organic. I want to create content that people will like to read. I want to touch base on wellness and lifestyle, but also talk about entrepreneurship and career and enterprise, all while being witty and having fun banter on my website, talking about modern-day relationships and communication. So for a few months, I brainstormed. I did a lot of research. And when it comes to being an entrepreneur, you have to be willing to do the research and learning and unlearning. It was really new to me, but I'm really happy that I took those months to really brainstorm my ideas, and I had to teach myself a lot of different things. So along with the idea of wanting to create a blog, I also thought to myself, it'd be a perfect time to start an e-commerce. And at first, I thought it would be really easy to create a Shopify or something and just sell products, but then I wanted to challenge myself even more. I thought to myself, wouldn't it be a great idea if I created a brand and had jewelry that truly represented my company? So I wanted to stay true to my aesthetic and my personal image. So I did a lot of research and I found different jewelry that kind of signified what the Visionary Boss was, and I created more merch for my brand. So for about a few months, I would say for 3 to 4 months, I was self-teaching myself how to build my website. I built my website from the ground up. I was having weekends where I would photograph models and I planned content and I had entire marketing campaigns. I learned a lot within those few months. And then before I knew it, I was 18 years old. I hit publish on the Visionary Boss and my life forever changed after that. I remember I didn't have a huge expectation for the Visionary Boss. I kind of just wanted to have a digital diary of things that really represented what I liked and enjoyed, and I got a lot of good feedback from it. I also wanted to stay true to my interest. I remember when first starting out the Visionary Boss, people would always ask me, what is the Visionary Boss? And honestly, it wasn't some braggadocious title or alias. It really meant governing thyself, mind, and your spirit. It really meant staying true to yourself and planning for the future. So I remember hitting 10,000 views within 3 months of the Visionary Boss. I had interviewed a college athlete who had so much ambition within him. And I remember that weekend we got 3,000 views and more people were drawn to the website. And that's when I knew community was all the difference that made the Visionary Boss. So after a few years of doing the Visionary Boss and having my jewelry line, my sister and I wanted to enter into a vendor marketplace. After not being accepted, literally within 48 hours, we didn't let that stop us. We created an entire plan, organically created our own algorithm for success for a marketplace, but we thought bigger. Instead of just doing a vendor marketplace, why not create an experience, a high production experience for like-minded business owners, small business owners, and entrepreneurs? So that's just what we did. I remember we rented out a space in South Tampa, and we kind of created our own vibe with different live music and different shops and vendors, all from Tampa. That was a huge success, and then after that, it kind of just all came to us. Like, we really realized what we wanted to do with Suburb Pop, and it was truly a whirlwind. I just remember meeting so many people and being touched by so many people. And looking back now, it all happened so fast that now I get to appreciate it within photos, but we really did change the landscape of events in Tampa and what it meant to be have an inclusive environment. And I guess what I want you guys to take from this, the Visionary Boss and Suburb Pop, is that you have to always think bigger. I think the biggest thing for me is starting the Visionary Boss. I had no limitations. I just wanted to really go out there and put my heart and spirit into this. And with Suburb Pop, I was a college student. And while being in college, it was kind of difficult managing, doing Suburb Pop, working a full-time job, and having my other goals and aspirations. But I did make it all happen because I truly believe that if I used my resources and time management, it would be possible. And I'm so happy that I did. My biggest goal for being an entrepreneur is time management, because I think as moments pass, it's like, do you want them to be fleeting moments or moments where you were able to accomplish something? And I'm really happy to have accomplished a lot with my sister. And this is just the beginning for the Visionary Boss. I want all of you watching at home to realize that there is something within you. You have to truly believe. Like I said, I grew up in a household where believing was breathing. Every single day, just believing in myself and something and not taking no for an answer. Thank you. Oh, hey there.
Hello.
Yeah.
Thank you, and pass this on to me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And this is my sister, Kat. Go ahead and do your thing, Kat.
Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Kat.